Good morning. This is Miss Powell, and I am going to give you directions on how to complete the Unit 3 test corrections and every other test correction set from this point out. As you notice, it is no longer about having 2 or 3 attempts to take the test. You will take the test the first time in Eduphoria. That grade goes in the grade book, and then you will have an opportunity to complete test corrections the next day. And this is what is expected for your test corrections, so please make sure you're paying attention. In your notebook or on a piece of paper, you're going to title it whatever unit you're working on, test corrections. So for this one, it's Unit 3 test corrections. You are then going to number your paper 1 through 10. So 1 through 5 on one side, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 on the other side. That's going to be basically your answer key. And then below that is where you're going to show your work. It's important to show your work on this piece of paper because you are going to have to take a picture of it and upload it later. So now I'm going to show you how to get to the test corrections. So when you are in Schoology, for Unit 3 test corrections, it's in second 9 weeks, and it was last week's assignment. So you're going to go to week of October 19th, which was last week, and you're going to go to Friday's folder. Once you're in Friday's folder, it shows you all the information. The first thing you're going to do is click on the Unit 3 CUA link. This is where you took the test at on Thursday. And the reason you need to go here is to get your answers, your original answers, because remember, you're just doing corrections. So you want to get your original answers from your test so that you are not redoing every single problem the next time. So here you will log in, and if your number, like my employee number, is 870168, so not like this will work for you because it's not a student number. I will put 870168 there, and then I will put 870168 here and sign in. For of course, for staff, it's not going to allow you to sign in because that's not our username and password. We use something different, but you're going to put your information in. Once you put it in, you're going to see a list of tests below. Like, it's going to be 2 different stacks. The first stack says tests that you need to take or something like that, and then below that it's going to say tests that you've recently taken. And you're going to scroll down until you see the Unit 3 Math CUA, Unit 3 Math CUA, and you're going to click on it. Once you click on it, it's going to show you literally all the questions and which ones you got right and which ones you got wrong. So before I even start, I'm just going to look at my piece of paper and okay, so I'm going to write all of my original answers down. Actually, first you're going to see some green check marks and red X's for every single number, every single question. So the first thing I'm going to do is every single question I got a red X on, which means that it's wrong. I'm going to go ahead and put X's by all of those numbers. Okay, so in my example, I got numbers 1, 5, 7, and 10 wrong. 1, 5, 7, and 10. So on the test, now I'm going to click Review Answers because it's going to show you what you marked for every single answer. And you're going to put the answer that you originally chose, not your new answer, the answer you originally chose. So let's just say I chose A, B, C, D, F, G, H, J, A, B. Okay, so those are my original answers, not my new answers. I haven't reworked them yet. So I have all of my original answers. Now I'm going to put a little arrow right here, all the ones I got wrong, because what I'm saying is this was my original answer, but I'm going to put my new answer over here. So then I'm going to go to number 1. And for number 1, the question was about a graph. And one thing that I see is that my graph, the slope is negative. And I notice that my y-intercept is positive. So I'm going to look for an answer choice that has a negative slope and a positive y-intercept. And once I have my answer, I'm going to put that right here. Okay, going to put my answer here. And the same answer I put here, I'm going to put it right here. So my new answer goes there. And then I'm going to go on to number 5. I'm going to skip 2, 3, and 4 because I already got those right, and I'm just doing test corrections. So now I'm going to do number 5. And I'm going to show my work for number 5 right here. And then I'm going to give my new answer. And then I'm going to put my new answer here. And then I'm going to do the work for number 7. And then I'm going to do the work for number 10 because those are all the ones I got wrong. Get my new answers and put my new answers up here. Okay, so now I have all 10 of my answers because I didn't have to go back and redo the ones that I already had right. I just had to redo the ones I had wrong. So at this point, I'm going to go back to Schoology. And now there's this form right here that's called test corrections, or an assignment called test corrections. I'm going to click on test corrections. And for me, I have to go to preview, but for you, you'll go here. It says this is considered your test corrections. Open another tab, which is what you already did, and go to your Unit 3 CUA. Make sure you do the ones, and remember, you will get the average. So the grade that shows here is not the grade that goes in a grade book. It's going to be this grade plus your original grade divided by 2, because that's 2 attempts. So I'm going to come here to start answers. So number 1, this was one of the problems. If I come back over here, this is one of the problems that I got wrong. So I wouldn't put my old answer in because I know that's wrong. I'm going to put my new answer in. So I'm going to come back over here, and let's just say I chose C. I would choose C. Now numbers 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4, I got all of those right the first time. So I'm not going to change my answers. I'm going to make sure I put B, C, and D again because I want to get them right again. So this one was B, then C, and D. Okay. Number 5, I got that one wrong. So I'm not going to put my old answer. I'm going to put my new answer. And then so forth and so on. If you got it right, put your old answer. If you got it wrong, put your new answer until you have them all done. Once you are done, the next page is page 11. So at this point, I'm going to turn on my camera. And I'm going to take my work that I was just working on, and I'm going to take a picture of it, snap a quick picture, click, and then from here, I would go back and upload files, go to pictures, and my picture will be in there somewhere. And then you click review and you submit. Okay, so it should be just that easy. You do have to leave your screen to go to the camera. If you have a laptop, it's just that easy. Find your camera and search it. If you have an iPad, then you look for the camera app, take a picture of it, and complete it. If you do not show your work, you do not receive the credit. So make sure that you post your work. If you have any questions, send me an email. You do have through this week, so through Sunday, to complete test corrections, since I'm just putting the video up, and you'll still receive full credit. Anything after Sunday, you will receive half of the credit. So right now, you're receiving 5 points back for every question you get wrong. If you submit it after Friday, you'll only receive 2.5 points. I'm sorry, if you submit it after Sunday, you only receive 2.5 points for every question you get wrong. So go ahead and take your time, get your test corrections done, guys.